Good morning to all my dear students of class 10. In my previous video, I have told you about the advantages of multipurpose river valley projects. When India got independent, we require huge amount of water for irrigation to make ourselves self dependent, and therefore, we have built multipurpose river valley projects or dams on major rivers of India. But later on, after 20, 25 years, 30 years, we have found that these dams are causing a lot of ecological imbalance, and therefore, they have come under great scrutiny. People started scrutinizing them. So, let us know that what are the disadvantages of dam multipurpose river valley projects. First of all, the vegetation and the soil gets submerged. Now, again I will tell you that how the vegetation and the soil gets submerged. Here is a river which is flowing, and we have built a dam across it. This is the dam. The water gets accumulated over here, and here on the other side the river is thin. When we have constructed a barrier across it, we have submerged the vegetation around it. The soil and the vegetation in this area get submerged, which later on gets decomposed. So, we are losing the soil, the good soil and the vegetation cover of the floodplain area of a river on the side where the dam has been built. Second is displacement of people. This area is not less, this is a huge area, about 27 kilometers or 20 or 25 kilometers this area extends. So, the people, those who have been settled here for ages, for hundreds of years, for generations, they have been asked to go from there, and they have been rehabilitated by the government, and they are given their land or houses in cities where they find very difficult to adjust, because their work is to do agriculture on the bank of the river. There they are not getting their own profession of doing agriculture. There they are going as a housemates, they are working in other areas. So, what is the problem here? The people did not want to get displaced, they are resisting against it. When the Sardar Sarovar Dam was about to build on river Narmada, the people in Gujarat, they have also resisted against it, because they did not want to get displaced just because for the cause of the other people. They said, we are poor people, why are we only being asked to sacrifice our livelihoods? So, therefore, always these dams have under great scrutiny. There has been always Andolan and all. When Tehri Dam was about to build on river Bhagirathi in Uttarakhand, during that time also it was resisted from the people's side. Now also a new dam a Modi government is going to build on Mahakali river, which is also called Kali river, the border of Nepal and Uttarakhand. There also the resistance of the people can be seen. You can go to the news and have a recap of it, that how people are resisting and why people are resisting. So, because people are displaced from their places. So, this is another big disadvantage for the people, those who have been settled around the banks of the river. Excessive sedimentation, this is another ecological problem. What happens, children, when the water is not allowed to flow to the other side, the sediments which are coming from the upper area of a river, they get accumulating at the bottom of the river, and these sediments, because they are not allowed to flow down, their erosion also stops. When their erosion stops, what happens? That they are rockier, they become rockier, they are not eroded. So, they are not fine like pebbles, so they are not smooth, they have edges. So, the stream bed becomes rockier. The rockier stream bed does not allow the spawning. Spawning is to lay the eggs. The fish, when they lay their eggs over here, they get ruptured. So, the fish and the other aquatic flora and fauna, when they have to migrate, they migrate to the lower horizons and then they do spawning. But here, if they are doing the spawning, because they are not allowed to migrate, and due to rockier stream bed, their eggs get ruptured. So, spawning is getting harmed. Floods. When gradually what happens? The sedimentation increases. So, the floor of the dam, the bed of the river starts increasing. So, what is happening? Earlier, suppose 20 years back, the water was having this much of depth, but 20 years later, the sediments have accumulated over here. So, the water holding capacity of that dam decreases and then it starts causing floods. Next is retards the soil formation. Naturally, when these sediments will flow downwards, they will get eroded and they will only form soil. You see children, this is a chalk. Suppose this is a sediment. When it gets broken, it has edges, right. So, these edged rocks are lying here, but when they will flow downwards, what will happen to them? They will erode like this, and the powder which is falling, that is the soil, and then the rock will get eroded like this. It will have smooth edges. So, this is erosion, and due to this erosion, the soil is formed. So, what is happening? The new soil formation which has to take place in the lower horizons of a river is not taking place. So, it retards the soil formation. So, excessive sedimentation. Due to excessive sedimentation, we are having three kinds of problems. Floods are coming, prevents spawning and retards the formation of new soil. Next disadvantages is over irrigation. Now, the people over this area where the dam is, here there are big farmers, very big farmers, isn't it? They are getting a 24/7 supply of water because of the construction of this dam. So, the farmers have shifted to intensive farming, growing commercial crops, and due to which what has happened, that their lands have become over irrigated. Every season they are doing agriculture. So, every season they are pouring water into their fields. What has happened? That after 20-25 years, they have found that the soil has become rich in salinity. The salinization of the soil has increased so much that it has now become very infertile. You cannot grow anything over there. So, another problem of that is the salinity and the alkalinity of the soil increases due to over irrigation in areas where dams are there, because dams provide them huge amount of water. They can do as much cultivation as they want. So, over the years this has happened, this disadvantage has come across. The last one is interstate water disputes. When a dam is constructed, suppose here is the state boundary of some other state, this is state number 1 and this is state number 2. When a dam is constructed, now who is getting the benefit of the dam? It is state number 1, right. State number 2 is not getting the benefit. In fact, the perennial river has become seasonal to them, because now this river is not getting water from the glacial melt, it is getting water only during the rainy season. So, it has become a seasonal river for them, they are getting less amount of water. And now, what is happening? During heavy rains, the rain is pouring here also heavily and here also heavily. During that time, these people, the state 1 government, if it opens the gate, then what happens? Here again the river is flowing at its wider form, and now when the gates are open, the area downwards also gets flooded. So, it causes flooded and it causes interstate disputes. And if there is less rain, there is no rain, suppose there are many seasons in India when the rains do not come. In that case, both the places, both the states want water. Now, state 2 government wants that they should open the gates so that the water requirement can be met. They say we cannot open the gates because we also require water. Our responsibility is more, we have to supply to industries, to agriculture, to urban societies. For hydropower generation, we cannot. So, there is usually fight between the 2 states. Interstate water disputes arises by the construction of dam. So, these are some of the disadvantages of building a multipurpose river valley projects or very huge dams. If you understood children nicely, please like, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching.